Welcome back, everybody. Some of our friends from GDOE are in the house. We have Isa Baza, someone who I think we have worked with before, and Neil Rochelle, someone who I haven't seen in quite a while, but doing great things on Guam with technology to enhance education. So always proud to have somebody in the business right here.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so hafa to both of you. Thanks for joining me. And we are talking about the Speak Up survey. That's an outstanding project. Isa, why don't you break it down for us?
All right, so this is a national survey by Project Tomorrow, and it focuses on gathering information about technology use in DOE schools. And Neil can give us a more detailed breakdown of the survey.
Sure. So Speak Up is part of a national survey and research project funded by Project of Tomorrow. And Speak Up is an annual survey where we ask all schools to participate throughout the nation, and Guam is included as a territory. And we're looking to get input from students and teachers and librarians, administrators, as well as community members of what are the trends in technology today on our island, how do they compare to national standards, and where do we get information through the data collected for making decisions about future, be it funding, be it training for teachers, be it equipment and devices for students.
Very nice. Now, I know Guam, regardless of industry or public sector, private sector, military, whatever, we tend to have this rap about us where people say, okay, you guys are all the way out there in the middle of the ocean. Technology isn't exactly what it is in the States, but there's some people doing some very impressive tech things here.
Very impressive.
Especially in education.
Absolutely. And looking at Speak Up results, we can see that we really are on par with what's happening on mainland. So it's a misnomer that things are better there. We have consultants that come in doing some amazing professional learning with teachers on using robotics and drones and a library system that's automated for students to access through OPEC all libraries in the world, including Library of Congress, or if they want to go to a library in Paris, they'd be able to do that as well. So we do have a lot of very innovative and up-to-the-date technology initiatives going on in the department.
Okay, now speaking of that, and I'd love both of your opinions on this, when we say use of tech in Guam education schools, that's so broad. You can say, does your school have a computer lab? Do you guys have insanely fast Wi-Fi? Do you guys have a web page? Do you guys have a mobile app for your school or anything like that? Are you guys doing robotics? Are you incorporating virtual reality and everything like that? So how are we narrowing our focus when it comes to this survey?
So through the survey, the only downside may be that it's an extensive survey, and students are asked all questions like that. Of what are the trends in education? Do you use robotics? Do you use virtual reality? Do you use YouTube when you want to learn something new versus looking in a book? And so students and teachers are also asked those very same questions to see what their responses are, what preferences they have. Another example of a trend is that you do see that students are more likely to search the internet or YouTube to learn how something new instead of going into research or books to read that information.
Yeah, it's not like any students out there haven't tapped Wikipedia for the book report.
There you go.
Yeah.
And I would add that we really want to hear from not just only our students and our teachers, but also our parents, our business leaders, people in the community. We want to have feedback on what they see their children using technology for, what the business community wants to see technology used for, what kind of skills they're looking for our students that are graduating from high school. So everyone, we really encourage them to take the survey. It's open for until the end of the year, or about January. And the survey is also available on all of our DOE social media pages. So it's at Guam DOE on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, and also on our DOE website, which is www.doe.net.
Very nice. I was going to say circuitously, the survey is purely online.
It is
reinforcing
purely
the point.
online, and the information does come back to us already analyzed from Project of Tomorrow, which is very nice.
Well, that helps.
By our school, absolutely. So there's really no excuse not to look at some of that information that comes back. And we want to look at important information that parents can give us, like do they have internet and online services at home? Because if students are asked to be doing more and more homework online, do they have access at home or next door at grandma's to be able to do those kinds of things? We want to know from our community what kind of skills that they're looking for in students. And they give us that information from a list that's very specific. Guam right now in last year's survey saying that our community and businesses are looking for kids to be able to use technology, be able to collaborate with other people, and to be able to find solutions for themselves, which means have initiative, empathy, all of those soft skills.
Exactly.
And those are things that the survey is actually revealing to us right from our stakeholders, that this is the direction we think we'd like to go.
And Neil, I would hope that message would get, in reverse fashion, get back to the parents, because I know there's a lot of parents out here, they're like, oh, I've heard of that TikTok thing, I've heard of Snapchat, my kids are using it. ergo, I'm automatically going to assume they're goofing off and they're not doing work. But I hear so many students and they're like, we're in a group chat. We're actually working on projects. We just happen to be using this as our communications conduit.
Absolutely.
But we're actually doing work and we're learning.
And teachers now really do have a changing role. Obviously, there's still the traditional role of teacher, but you still have teachers that are now mentors, teachers that can provide information really 24/7. I think you and I might have had a nightmare to think that our parents might have a direct line of communication continuously with our teachers when we were growing up. According to the Speak Up survey, 53% of the parents say that students have correspond with their teacher by email for help. All the time.
Well, my parents both were teachers, so they were in the pipeline regardless.
That's right. You can't hide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for both doing this. It's a wonderful endeavor, and we really look forward to finding out more of it. Like when the data comes back, we'd love to break it down.
Absolutely.
Okay, we'll talk to you then.
Thank you
Thanks
so much.
Jason.
Bye, Isa.
Bye.
Welcome
Thank
home
you.
once again.
Thank you.
All right, and please stay tuned because we are back after this.